last 3 years, since social media and all these other elements have come into play, the entire structure of how you set up your websites has completely changed. Even worse, most people's corporate sites suck. The shock I have seen in what people are operating on as far as a website is concerned is absolutely horrendous. I'm amazed they're in business at all. And it must be through sheer determinism and personality of the people they meet. I'll give you an example of one of my clients here. Now, people look at this and they say, oh, it's kind of pretty. That's not a bad website. The problem is, she sat here for 1.5 years and never made any money. Okay, so you look at this and you think, that's okay. It should be fine, but it's not. Because a website isn't just a random placement of stuff on the internet. And most people, and when you go to like a web designer, they'll just put up a site and it could be pretty or not, but it's never producing for you. It's because they're lacking one of the skills that's really important, and that's the understanding of what is the brand, what is your unique selling proposition, and then there's a copywriting element. You need to constantly talk about what's in it for them. That site isn't there just about you. So it's what's in it for them. He is life coaching for women. Anyone think that's a very broad topic? It's like, whoa, I will help you with your relationships and your dating and your children and your, life coaching is a pretty broad term. What do you really do? Where is your your bullet, your gem? So the first thing I do with a client is I take a look at them, who they are, what is it they're really, really good at. So her unique selling proposition was possibilities realized. Again, broad. No one's buying yet, right? She saw that for 1.5 years. Nobody's buying. She came to me and she said, I guess I can't be a life coach because nobody's buying a life coach. No, nobody's buying you because they don't know what you do. So she's got a name over here, which is great, and here's her target market. Another very important thing to know. Who are you targeting? And in her case, she says, coaching women in all walks of life. And she put a lovely little path to show us that she's dealing with women in all walks of life. Again, it's too broad. Okay, you need to know, are you targeting women in the age of 35 to 45, and what do they do? And the reason you need to know this is there's a very specific way you speak to your target market, and there's a very kind of specific color coordination. Colors mean something to different markets. You don't want this ugly corporate blue up there when you're talking to women, about their sensuality and things like that. There's very specific things that communicate to somebody immediately. You need to know what they are. And then here's Patty. She's a life coach, only she's hiding over here in the corner of her website, like this, right? And she's like, yeah, sure, I can help you. I mean, if you're going to be a coach and you're author and you're going to help people, you had better be ready to stand loud and proud and say, here's what I do, I stand behind what I say, and I can help you. Good. Good, let me know that, because we did not know that from where Patty was standing. Here's Patty's site now. Okay, boom, she's out there. Okay, I can help you. Okay, so what does Patty do now? She specializes in speaking and being a coach to massively beautiful, lucrative fields. I mean, the knowledge you have in here is priceless to somebody who needs it. And so speaking and becoming a coach are great tools. We got her little opt-in going on. Now, do people opt into that? Usually not. This is why the landing page is critical. And I'll talk about that. But this is the purpose of the landing page, this little thing here. We add it for those less than 1% people that will opt in directly from our site. But as you can see, she is far more clearer now. What did she end up being? After interviewing her, she was like in the corporate market for 20 years. She specialized in career transition. People that got moved up, people that got moved down, people that got moved out. There was constantly a transition occurring in people's lives as far as their career was concerned. Especially when layoffs started happening and people were dropping out like flies from the industry, they needed to know, where do I go next? So she became your career transition expert. Beautiful thing happens when you define yourself and what you do. The media started to pick her up because they're always looking for a career transition expert. And her website, her corporate site now is like, you know, careertransitionexpert.com. And so now she's connected everything. Because a lot of the times too, we just have a site that's our corporate name. Well, nobody, unless they're looking specifically for you, cares really what your corporate name is. But in this case, we leveraged her site to be her expertise. So now she's easily found for speaking engagements, she's easily found as a coach for people who need career transition help, and she's easily found by the media.
Hey everyone, I want you to get ready to make an instant online impact with a fully branded, complete end-to-end website presence and message to market system in under 60 days. So the first step you have to take is get a full review of all your online assets and remove any confusion you have so that you are clear on what your next steps are. Go to www.onlineclaritycleanse.com. I'll see you there.